Hi guys, my name is Ethan Housewright. I'm the education reporter here at the Killeen Daily Herald. I'm here with Joan Manning. She's running for place 4. She's up for re-election. She's an incumbent trustee at the Copperas Cove School Board. Thanks for joining us today.
I'm so happy to be here.
So how long have you been with the school board?
Well, I have actually had an anniversary this year in May, because our elections used to be in May, and I have been on our school board 30 years in May. So it's hard for me to believe when I say that it's been 30 years, probably, I know older than some people that are here. So it's been a long time, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like a short time.
So do you have the most time out of anybody on the board at this time? Wow.
I do. Actually, Mike Wilburn, who decided not to run again, he's older than I am, and he decided not to run because he has a grandchild that's going to be a senior this year, and he lives in the Dallas area, so he's going to follow his senior year, and he's excited about that. But I believe he's been on the board maybe 21, something like that, quite a while. He's been on the board a long time as well.
Sure. And can you tell us a little bit about your professional background, your connection to Copperas Cove? How long have you been here?
Wow, I've been here a long time. Let's see, I'm 71. I got here when I got to Copperas Cove when I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
My dad was a retired officer in the Army, and he had been a teacher at during Pearl Harbor.
Wow.
And he was drafted into the Army right after Pearl Harbor, and he decided to stay in 20 years because he enjoyed it. So at the end of that 20 years, my sister was 18, about to go to college, and we had orders for Germany. So Dad decided to get out, teach again, and he had a job offer to be a song director in Copperas Cove. And so that's where we were headed from being at Fort Hood. We actually lived on Fort Hood for a couple of years. And so I started school in 3rd grade, 8 years old, in Copperas Cove. Carried on my whole education career in Copperas Cove, and met my high school sweetheart when I was a freshman and he was a junior. And we left for a while we finished college, and he became a civil engineer. And a few years after he became a civil engineer, his dad was in the building business there in Copperas Cove, and he said, "Hey, I need help. I'm too busy. Can y'all come help?" And I was pregnant with our first child, who's almost 50 years old now. And we decided, because both sets of parents were in Copperas Cove, to come back to Copperas Cove.
Wow.
And I love Copperas Cove. I had great, education experience there. Was ready for college when I graduated from high school there. Our 3 kids graduated from high school. They're all college graduates now. We have some grandkids that have gone through, Copperas Cove through graduation at Copperas Cove High School. And it's just our home. My husband's home. His dad wasn't military connected, which is kind of unusual for Copperas Cove. Like most of us were connected to the Army. But anyway, it's our home, and we love it, and whatever we can do to help our community, that's what both of us do.
Sure. So what led you originally to want to run for the school board?
I guess just what I was talking about. The education that I received, it was great. I had wonderful teachers. Now, not all teachers were wonderful. There were some along the way, like we all have,
Sure.
that you were like, ooh, wait a minute, I don't really care for that one. But on a whole, I had a really great education. I learned what I needed to go to Baylor University and do well there. And so I just wanted to be more involved, and the way I thought I could be was to be a school board member.
Gotcha. And so is anyone running for your place right now currently?
Yes, Bradley Vaughn is running against me this time.
Sure,
So,
sure. What would you say sets you apart as a candidate compared to other people that may be running for your position?
I guess the biggest thing is experience. I remember as a first-year board member, I had been really big in our local PTA. My boys were both in elementary, no, they were in high school when I started on school board, but we had a daughter that was in elementary school, and I was president of the PTA at her school, which in those days was May Stevens, was an elementary school. And so I remember thinking, oh, school board, that'll just be, a step up from being on the PTA, PTA board member. And I was really shocked when I got on the board because there was so much to learn. And so I just kept my mouth shut. I learned a lot that first, I would say, year and a half. It's good that we have 3 years to kind of learn how to be a school board member, I think. And so I watched, I learned, I trained, went to the trainings that we have. And I think it's important for us as new school board members to really understand that a school board member doesn't get in there and micromanage. We are kind of overseers. We're a governance board in Texas. All of the school boards in Texas are called governance boards. And so we oversee the budget. We set the tax rate, which really we don't anymore because the state sets it for us. We just okay the tax rate.
Sure.
We have one person actually that we hire, and that's the superintendent. And so we call the group of school board members and the superintendent the team of 8 because we work together to get some things done. But he's the one that works on day-to-day operations. We don't do that. We, like I said before, we're overseers. So that was kind of the biggest eye-opener for me, was that we didn't know everything that was going on at each campus.
Sure.
We're not educated to do that. We come from other areas and we work together. We have different ideas, and hopefully we come to consensus about the things that we decide together, and we do. I've been on some wonderful boards through the years and made some really good friends. This is my 5th superintendent that I've been able to work with, and they're all different, and they all have their good things and maybe a couple of bad things, but it's been wonderful through the years to see the changes and the good things that we've done in Copperas Cove.
So what are some strengths of the district that you would say?
Well, I think our academics are really, really good. I think, well, they are, as far as numbers go, we're the best in the area, and that's an exciting thing. It's something I always, you just feel that you have a good academic situation, but when you actually see the numbers, and of course we're a high B, we'd love to be an A. We're careful with our money. We're fiscally conservative, and I think that's important. We don't have a big tax base. We don't have industry. We're kind of what they call a bedroom community of Fort Hood. So our tax rate is pretty low, and so we don't have the money that some places do. But I think with the money that we have, we do a good job, and we're careful. Academics is good. We're expanding CTE, which we think is really important. Not everybody needs to go to college. We need plumbers, electricians. This year, our new superintendent brought in the cosmetology area to Copperas Cove. So we have a place at one of our elementary schools that actually has a beauty shop in it. So we're doing a lot of kind of neat things. We've got lots of good CTE teachers right now. We have a 99% graduation rate, which is fantastic. And, you know, if you look in the area, we're above state average in just about everything. So I'm real proud of Copperas Cove and what we do in educating our kids. And I'm also excited about the staff that we have. We have a wonderful staff that, you know, they almost feel like family. It's just really good.
And what are some current challenges facing the district, and how would you use your position as a trustee to improve these challenges if reelected?
Well, the biggest challenge we have right now is that we're trying to pass a bond. And we're working hard. I have never seen anybody work as hard as Dr. Hawkins has. You know, he's got a podcast almost every day. It pops up on my phone, another podcast that he's made. He's been going to all the civic organizations, the clubs, talking to them about, you know, what our bond covers, what it entails. There's 3 propositions instead of 1. You know, you can vote on 1, 2, and 3, yes, or you can vote, you know, if you don't like athletics, you can leave 3 off, which really isn't about athletics. It's a covered pavilion is what it is that a lot of kids would use, not just football kids, but a lot of kids. So that's the biggest thing that we're facing. And of course, November 4th, that will be decided. I'm hoping as a private citizen and a school board member that, of course, all 3 propositions will pass. And I'm advocating for it when I can. There's kind of a balance there as a school board member. You can't say things like on school property. You can't advocate it in certain areas. But if anybody asks me privately, please vote yes for our bond. That's the biggest challenge we have right now. We need to do things for kids. And this covers a lot of areas that will help high school kids, junior high kids, and it touches all children, actually, in our district.
Gotcha. Well, I think that just about covers it as far as questions go and everything. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And so good to see you again,
Good to see you
Ethan.
again, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.